people talk about roots, I sometimes feel jealous. They seem to have a clear idea, a place they call home. I instead think about a mix of images and sensations. Salt in the air, some bleached hair turning caramel or honey. Sunscreen? Oh, forget about it. Sunburn? Just put some tomatoes on that. I grew up where the sea was part of everyday life. There are no trips to the beach because the beach was right across the street. I remember playing pirates with my brother for hours. Jellyfish, stings, sudden, sharp. I remember that one time I almost drowned and I was so embarrassed to tell anyone about it. That moment where everything goes quiet, like the world was holding its breath with you. Somehow, I still carry all of it with me in the way I lean towards water and the sound of waves, in memories that feel closer than they should. At the age of 12, we moved, leaving childhood friends and the sea behind. Somewhere rural, smaller, quieter, near my mom's family, but ironically lonelier. Suddenly, I was this city girl with a different accent. I started noticing not only where I was, but how I was being perceived. Years later, I went to Poland, a new country, friends from all over the world. I remember random things like my favorite grocery store, Biedronka or the Ladybug, my bus number, 31. Yes, I learned to pronounce words that start with 3 consecutive consonants. And then I remember that day my boss told me, you should smile more. Students almost want to touch you, you're exotic to them. She, of course, also did not really want me to tell my students where I was actually from because it would be better for her if students thought I was American. I smiled because sometimes it's just easier than trying to understand what feels off. In Turkey, I had very energetic and sweet students. They used to call me Yabancı öğretmenim, my foreign teacher. I have to admit, initially, it was kind of cute. It made me feel a little special. But then months passed, and no matter how much we connected and laughed, I was still being called a foreigner. I started to wonder, how long does it take to belong somewhere, and who gets to decide? Now, coming to the US was a dream. I knew so much about the country before coming here. But the first thing I noticed, everything was just so much bigger. The streets, the buildings, even coffee cups, just like so big. And then there are those moments that felt too big too. Like that one time my supervisor asked me a question and I said, I need a moment to think. Could you circle back to me? He laughed and responded, oh, come on, Haifa, don't be the oppressed Middle Eastern woman. I froze. I thought, was that a joke? Was I supposed to smile? Suddenly, I just became so aware of the fact that I was the only woman and the only non-American in that room. Do you wear your hair like that in your country? A woman once asked me after I gave a very important talk. I thought to myself, after everything I had just said up there, that's the question. And I just realized that people sometimes are not really asking about you. They're asking about the version of you they did or did not expect. For so long, I felt the need to explain more and make things easier, try to simplify things. And then I just stopped. I stopped asking, how do I make myself more understood? And I started asking, why do I always have to? By now, I realize you probably are all wondering, where do I come from? What country? What land? What confusing identity? And we also don't have all night to play one of my favorite games, which is guessing with you all. And I also don't want to just tell you. Because the minute I do, it becomes easy for others to decide where I belong. I am not a stereotype, and I am not the exception to one. I'm not someone others get to define. I am a multidimensional human being. I am me, and that's enough. My name is Haifa. I am a PhD candidate in the political science department at the University of Oregon, and I'm also a graduate employee. One of the most challenging things for me about Intertwined, and frankly just telling stories, is just the fact that you're putting yourself out there and trusting others with something that is private and with your story. I think just being vulnerable in that way can be a big challenge. I'm hoping that it would be beneficial for everybody who's gonna hear it, and for people who are not able to tell their stories, that my story can help represent some of what those people are not able to share. To put it simply, my story is about all these different situations where you feel that people are trying to define who you are or put you in a box or project on you certain stereotypes or expectations of who you should be and what your identity is, and just kind of addressing all these situations and reclaiming that we are all multidimensional human beings, and we get to decide who we are and define ourselves instead of what others decide for us.